Breaking news, according to my source, Ed Boon was forced by the higher ups over at WB Discovery to retract his statement as to the one he made regarding Michael Myers appearing as DLC for Mortal Kombat. Now he slipped up on that Michael Myers reveal. Now we're going to go ahead and break this down, but first let me take you all the way back to the beginning where it actually started. Let me go ahead and show you a screenshot of a video that I've made at this point over a year ago, telling you guys that Michael Myers was going to be coming and that he was going to be a part of DLC Pack 2. Now, I already knew this over a year ago. Also, PS, make sure you go check out Uncaged Games' new video. It's pretty good. You definitely want to check that out. Be sure that you don't miss it. So let's go ahead and get back to what we were talking about here. Now, my source informed me a year ago that Michael Myers was coming. Everything was well within the works. They had everything set up the way it was supposed to. Now, that fell apart. It fell completely apart, and this is not the first time it happened. The first time talks for Michael Myers fell apart was back in 2015, and the reason being is because it was owned by too many studios. The Mask was owned by a different person. It was owned by a different studio. Now, back in 2015, it was owned by Dimension Films / the Weinstein Company. Now, we all know what happened with that situation. Weinstein no longer owns the right to the movie at all. It is in a completely different owner's hands. Now, right now, it is owned by Universal Studios. That's where it is. But it's also owned by a group of people, but also it's owned by Malik. Now, before I continue, let me go ahead and put this on your screen so we can kind of get you unconfused, because I know you're confused. Ed Boon did an Ask Me Stuff, and someone said chances of Michael Myers being in the next MK game. He said slim. We wanted him, but Halloween people said no. Ed Boon was absolutely right when he said this. However, it was under the ownership of different people at that time, which is the reason why that big giant fat no was given at that time. So basically, with that being said, what I'm trying to get you to see here is now it is under the management of Bloomberg. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. It's under Blumhouse Productions, I should say. Sorry about that. And Blumhouse Productions only signed on to do 3 Halloween pictures. It was licensed to them so they can do 3 Michael Myers movies at that time. Now that that is done, the rights revert back to Malik. Malik owns the rights to this, to basically Michael Myers at this point, and his name is Malik Akid, or whatever it is. For those of you who don't know, he's the son of the late Mustafa Akid. So they are very powerful people within Hollywood. I'm pretty sure you don't know who the heck those guys are, so there's no point in me explaining their backstory, but those 2 people have the biggest decisions and where Michael Myers go and how it happens. Now that his father is out of the picture, or whatever the case is, he now has the sole say so as to what happens to Michael Myers going forward. His father is gone. He's no longer with us. So this changes things a lot because the possibilities are endless across the board. So my source informed me that WB Discovery CEO had already made plans to have Michael Myers brought over to be put in Mortal Kombat 12. This information was sent down to Ed immediately. It was sent down to Ed, and they told him he needed to retract that statement completely. Now, Ed Boon completely gave everybody the information that he needed to give them, as far as they're going to be trying again to be able to get the rights. Now, I'm going to show you some proof of that towards the end of this video, so stay tuned because it's not over yet. But let me go ahead and pop this up here on your screen so you actually can see and stay caught up here to what we're talking about. So check this. Sorry about that. Michael Myers was not supposed to be on that list. Gonna take a mulligan on that poll. Now, a lot of you don't even know what mulligan mean at all, which is the reason why a lot of people overlooked it, and a lot of people did not cover what the actual word mulligan means. So we're going to be breaking that down so you can know the hidden message that Ed Boon put in that tweet there. So let me get back to the story. So quick recap for those of you that are just turning into this breaking headline news. Ed Boon retracts his statement about Michael Myers. People saying no, they did, but it's a different point in time, and they want him to be a part of the upcoming Mortal Kombat game. His character has already been developed. So basically how it works is this, because I know a lot of you scratching your head saying, Wave, that makes no sense. You saying that a year ago that his character was going to be in Mortal Kombat 12, and now you saying Ed Boon didn't even know that was going to happen. So how does he have a character model and a moveset? This does not make no sense. Well, let me clear that up for you. So basically what happens is they create what's called a prototype. They create a prototype character, how he look, a few intros, fatalities, things of that nature, and they send it over to the rights holders for them to approve or deny it. That's the best way to convince somebody to say yes, is to show them a finished product. This is what happened with the Ash Williams situation. We'll get into that in another video. So they created a Michael Myers, sent it over, or whatever the case is, and now they're able to move forward as to what's going to happen now that the answer changed from a hard no to a hard yes. Now you're probably wondering what's going to happen with a lot of other horror characters when it comes to the franchise. Don't worry, I got all the information on that too, so I want you to stay tuned. Now remember, I told you guys about 2 minutes ago, around about the 4-minute mark, that the word mulligan was very important. Well, we're getting ready to break down that word mulligan. I'm actually going to put the definition up here on your screen so you can check it out. So this is what the word mulligan means right here. Go ahead and read it. It's a second chance to perform an action, usually after the first chance went wrong through bad luck or a blunder. It is best used in golf. It basically gives you the opportunity to correct a wrong, is what I'm saying in so many words. So now that I read that to you, I wanted to take pauses in between so you can have some time to let that sink in. So basically, it's a redo. It's almost like playing a video game. You got 2 lives. You die, you get a second chance to do it all over again, which is the reason why Ed Boon said, I'm going to take a mulligan on that poll, is what he meant by that. So Michael Myers is definitely coming to Mortal Kombat 12. That's why he retracted his statement. So for those of you in the comments that's confused, hopefully this video was able to clear up a lot of confusion for you, and I can't wait to see what they got planned for Michael Myers. Now, as far as other characters coming back as DLC, this is no stranger. We already saw this with Rain, and we saw it with Melina, so that has been broken already going forward. So we can most certainly expect to see other characters return. Now, there is a horror pack that I'm going to be talking about in the future, because they finally are able to do a crossover between Michael Myers, Freddy, and Jason. It's going to be the horror pack is what it's going to be, and the fans want it. It's the most voted on Twitter, and don't forget, Ed always give the fans what they want, at least to the best of his ability, you know. So now he won't feel bad by releasing some characters that were already previously released, because it's not just being dropped on us like here's some rehashed DLC. He actually gave us an option, and we selected what we were going to do. Now also, the 3 packs that he named will remain, meaning that the comic book pack, there still will be a comic book pack. But I just want to kind of touch on one of the other videos. I'm not sure if it came out before this one or after this one, but I'm sure you'll put the pieces together. When it comes to that comic book DLC thing, they also want to test having a Power Ranger as a DLC character, and if they cannot get him as a DLC character, they would like to get it as a skin in the game, and that goes to the whole comic book section there. And also, I'm going to be making more videos about things that Ed has confirmed or indirectly confirmed. But if you're watching this video for the first time, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, as this is your brand new favorite and exclusive place for daily Mortal Kombat content. I truly appreciate you guys watching, and remember to hit that like button. It's free. If you also want to see more daily videos, hit that like button. It keeps me motivated. And until next time, I will see you wonderful people later. Peace out, stay safe, catch you in the next one.